Hello everyone. So today I'd like to talk about earthquakes in Japan and how we are used to earthquakes. So as you know, Japan is a country where a lot of earthquakes occur every day. Every day. I mean, not big ones every day, but small ones that we don't even feel. Those small ones occur every day. Yeah, but not big ones. And how? No, this is nothing to do. So, how we are used to earthquakes? One reason is because simply we experience a lot of earthquakes many times a year. And second reason is we have kind of training of earthquakes as we are a child. So in elementary school, junior high school, and even high school, we have kind of evacuation training practice, some period, sometime in a while. So maybe once or twice a year, or not even once a year, but once in 2 years or something. But we have some evacuation practice. So I remember when I was in elementary school, so we occasionally had evacuation practice for fires and earthquakes. So fires, so there was so we had practice bell ringing. So out of sudden when we were in class, so and we were all evacuated from the classroom first, and we were made in lines, and from class 1 to following classes, we went out to the ground. So yeah, that's fire evacuation practice. And earthquakes, so when there was a bell that says we are having earthquake, so as we heard that bell ringing, announcement, we went under desk. So Japanese school desks are usually looks like it's not so different from. So it looks like this is simply only a desk and some small bits that you can put in textbooks under that desk. So underneath the desk you can hide literally and hold on the legs of the desk. So legs. You don't call it legs, but in Japanese you call it leg. So hold and go. So there was actually no earthquake during this practice training, but we were kind of pretending that there was earthquakes, shaking everything. Yeah. So after we decided that earthquake ended, we went out to the ground also. So and sometimes for this kind of occasion, when we were practicing evacuation, so we had also a kind of special truck that had kind of imaginary kind of room inside the truck. This is a truck and this is where things can in usually for usual trucks. But this truck had special made up room where had kitchen and chair and table and lights hang on from the ceiling. So hang from the ceiling. So, and the man who was driving this, he can set the earthquake level like 5, 6, 7. So the students who are chosen, or the students who are chosen to be in there and actually experience earthquake, artificial earthquake. So literally this box shakes, blah, 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 blah. So you can experience earthquake by yourself. So some students, maybe 2 or 3 students went in the room, and like teacher says, you're gonna have a level some earthquake like 5, so you gotta hold on to the or under the table, and so what we are taught is when you have earthquake, you turn off the fire of this grilling part of kitchen. I don't know what you call it, but you turn off the fire first. That's what we are taught, but recently we hear that it's not proper. It's extremely dangerous because things are shaking, and if you're boiling water or if you're using oil, it's really, really dangerous, so we shouldn't do it. We should rather only escape or get away from the fire or hide under the desk. But that's what we were taught at this time. So as we have the earthquake, we turn off the fire and get underneath the desk with 2 or 3 other students. So we also wore helmets. So that was, kind of extraordinary experience out of everyday boring life of elementary school. As I was a child, maybe 3 or 4 grade elementary school student, I was having fun under the desk table. It was nice experience, But, literally you could experience how big an actual earthquake can be. So, I guess you have never experienced something like this. So that's how we got used to earthquakes. That's one way. But, main way we get used to earthquakes is actually experiencing it sometimes. So that's it. That's how we and the earthquake that occurred on March 11 was magnitude 9.0. That was extremely huge one, as I said in other videos. However, so recently we are having aftershocks of like 5, magnitude 5, 6, sometimes we also have 7, very after the biggest one we had on March 11. But since we are having earthquakes of magnitude 6, 5 or 4 these days, I we feel them like, oh, that's only 4 or 5, even though if we have those ones, 5, 4, 6, we would definitely think them really big ones. It's strange, Yeah, it's strange. We are even used to those big ones today, especially those who are in East Japan or northeast Japan. But we are frightened of earthquakes these days. Even today we had several earthquakes, aftershocks. Maybe 3, 4 small ones or big ones that I didn't even notice because I was doing something. Or in Tokyo, we don't feel that much. Anyway, I've talked already long, so that's it. So that was how we are used to earthquakes in Japan. Yep. Oh, there's something else also. Talk about fire accident training, thing that we experience in elementary school, high school, or junior high school. So, at least at my elementary school, I remember we once or maybe twice had some special occasion when we could experience, when some of the students could experience kind of looks real experience fire accident. So there made some not room some path. So there was kind of big facility that had some ways in it. So, but this place was surrounded with some vinyl cover on it, all over it. And inside this facility, there was look like room and paths. So, and there they had artificial smoke that wouldn't harm people. So some students could get inside it, and as the smoke began to come inside, those students couldn't see anything, or hardly could see. So they could experience how it would be when they actually have fire accident with a lot of smoke. So I can't describe it well, but yeah, we had special occasions when we could experience earthquakes and fire accident in elementary school. Yeah, and in high school we even had not this too much or great practice, but even in high school, my high school, we had occasionally earthquake and fire accident training practice. So it was kind of embarrassing hiding under desks, with everyone, because we were like 17 or 18 years old students, so why are we doing this at this age, but yeah. Anyway, so practicing those things, practice or training for those accent helps you prepare when earthquake actually happens, So I know that Japan is such a terrible place to live for those people who are not used to earthquakes, and those who would be freaked out when earthquakes occur. So I believe a lot of foreign people who haven't living in Japan for long, maybe exchange students or some foreign people, were really surprised when this earthquake occurred. Even we Japanese people were surprised. Wow, this is big, so big. Anyway, I hope you enjoy my video today. And for no reason, I'm using some weak light today, so you can't see me well, but it doesn't really matter, so as long as you can hear me. So bye bye, thanks for watching, or thanks for mostly listening to me today.